Hi guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I upload videos twice a week on Tuesdays and on Fridays, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for your time, love and support of my channel, and I'm really hoping you're enjoying my content. So today's video is going to be a story time. So I'm going to do a story time on this kind of, it's funny now, back then I was raging. I'm going to title it My Tutor Wrecked My Hair. Now, before we get all like, that kind of thing, she didn't wreck it directly. Well, she kind of did, but it wasn't her who done my hair. We'll get into it anyway, but pretty much. She didn't wreck it loads, but pretty much, you know what I mean? I'll just get into it now. So basically, this story happened in December. I think it may have been the 9th, like it was before my big night I was having with my friends for Christmas. So I was going on this big night out, I think it was the 14th. So this happened, I would say that like the 9th or something. Here, actually hang on, I'll get the calendar to see when it was, because it definitely was around that point anyway. So yeah, it was the 11th actually, the 11th of December 2019. So basically, back then I was studying hairdressing, level 2 hairdressing in college in Belfast, Met to be precise. I can say that now because I'm not studying there anymore, so but basically my hair back then was bright red. Now it is red now. I got it done the day actually. Like I got a copper red from being black for so long. So back then I had proper bright cherry red hair. I loved it. It was that type of bright red hair that I had to keep up with it quite a bit. I had to use colour mask once a week in my hair, like every other time I washed it, to keep the colour bright, or it would have faded and it would look like crap. So basically I was wanting to get my hair done with a quasi-permanent colour, which is basically a demi-permanent colour, like in between permanent and semi-permanent. If you're not a hairdresser, it just means it's like a longer lasting semi-permanent ones. But yeah, so I wanted to get it done to refresh it, to cover up the roots a bit, and to really refresh the whole red and give it a bit more deepness, because I found I was wanting to go over deeper red, not too deep, but more like a bit deeper and richer compared to like the very, very bright. But I still want to be bright, but still a deeper, hint deeper cherry red. If you can get what I said, you deserve a gold star. So I had it all planned in my head. I'll go get some work done in the morning and get my hair done. I'm going to look snatched this night out, because I had a crap year. 2019 was like, I had some good times. 2019, some really good nights out. Let's not lie, but I had some really bad times with like personal issues going on in my life, which I'm not going to really get into. But yes, so I wanted this night to be the perfect ending, the perfect one with all my friends getting together. I wanted to be like a proper pop night out. We were going to go to a restaurant, a bar, a nightclub, and just have a really, really good time. And I was looking forward to it. So I was like, well, colouring class is on Wednesday. I'm going to get my hair coloured. I'm going to get this red done and freshened up. That was my head. Now my tutor obviously gave me some work to do, which I did do. I had done all the work. So basically, sorry, I'm picking my ear, but I already have it. Basically, I came in at 11 o'clock. That's the time the class started at. She said, right, Brookelynne, need to do this, that, and the other. So I did it. I got it all done. I got all the work I needed to do, uploading stuff, like my assignments and everything. I got it all done. So by this point, it was around, I would say, maybe 12-ish. And then I was like, well, I want to get the colour done. But she said to me before, no colours until you get your work done. And I have work done, so I just thought, well, I have work done, she'll be alright with it. So I picked out the colour. Me and my classmate, who's a guy, we'll call him Jacob, he was like, here, I'll get you a poppy for you. That's L'Oreal. It was called Direct Chess in 560 poppy, I think it is, or 562 poppy. Beautiful colour. And he was like, there's our poppy, here you go. And then we were just having a laugh. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my hair done, gonna get it freshened up. I was so excited. I was like buzzing for it. So I was like, right, I said to the girl that she needed to get an assessment done in quasi-permanent colour. We'll call her Caitlin. I'll call her Caitlin. So I was like, Caitlin, could you do my hair for me? And she said, yeah, so I have to do the assessment anyway. And I was like, brilliant. I just want this quasi-permanent colour put through my whole hair to refresh it and cover up them roots a bit. Because obviously my hair goes like away, and I had it done last month, but the roots was starting to come through and it was fading, and I wanted a bit more richer looking. And so mix up the colour. We got starting to apply it. We'd got it applied to this side of the hair. And then my tutor, we'll call her my tutor Laura, she came over and she was like, why are you starting to colour this late? And then she was like, Brookelynne, I told you no colours until you had your work done. And I said, well, I've got my work done, I thought it'd be alright. And she said, no, you should have asked me first. Well, fair enough, I should have asked her, but I was like, well, I just want to get more colour done, I want to be good for the side out. So said, well, you should have asked me first. Caitlin, get that rinsed off right now. And like, but please, I need to get done, I'm going night out. Said, no, well, you should have asked me first, get it rinsed off. So basically, she had to rinse it off, and I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming. I was like, I heard it go like crap, because obviously when you put developer in your hair, it lifts out the colour. So that's what happened to my hair. Like, this side had lifted out, and I felt dry, and the side just felt like normal, because it started on the side. And I was like, my hair is going to be wrecked, and it wasn't as bright as what it was to start out with. So I was getting it like washed and all, and basically I was just hammering on about stuff that happened in my life. Not like more to her. It's like, well, after all I went through this year, this is how I'm going to look when I learn out. This is how year's going to end. This is going to be. This I told you it's going to be. This was getting on like that. I told you it's going to be a crap year. No wonder I couldn't get a boyfriend this year. No wonder I didn't get settled on this year. This drama queen. Forgive me, I was a drama queen. I still kind of am. My husband, he's the gentlest man ever, and he's a saint to have a kid with me because I'm a drama queen. So yeah, and by this point I was talking to my husband, like we're like kind of getting in that relationship realm, but we weren't quite there yet. And yes, I did tell him. I was like, oh, Laura wrecked my hair, but you wrecked my hair. Ooh. And I was telling one of my best friends too, Courtney, Laura wrecked my hair, but you wrecked my hair, I need to get it fixed. And she's like, right, I'll fix it for you. I'll put some that colour, say from the colour for it, and we'll fix it for your night out. And then I was like, thank you so much. So she fixed it in the end, but basically I was proper crying. I was like, my hair's all wrecked, it's all wrecked. But it wasn't that, see, looking back, it wasn't that bad. But the part here looked like quite faded, and I was raging because I wanted it to be all even, and it was really uneven. So, yeah, like by that point I was like just looking forward to getting home and just sorting my hair. I just was like, I felt like self-conscious because one side was like a bit more like faded and patchy than the other side, and it was like garning, and well, I was trying to garn in front of people. It was like, ooh, like just proper, just I wasn't like proper garden. It's more like saying like, well, then like people like passive, well, they were stuck by me and all that, just all dramatic stuff. So yeah. And I even have the screen, like I don't have screenshots, I have like messages from what I sent to my husband that exact time, and I'll try to find them on my iPad so I can write them and you can all have a laugh at me. So yeah, I'm just gonna look up now. Okay, I've got them now. So basically I said, we're asking how each other's day was. I said, that's good, glad to hear it. It's a bit crap, but it'll be better later. Just Tutor yapping at me for getting my hair done and just things getting to me, but I'll be fine. Yeah. And he said, sorry to hear that. Why would your tutor not be happy about you getting your hair done? Your day will get better. Just take a deep breath. No. And I said, she said, I need to upload stuff at the start of the class, which I did. Then I thought once I had it done, or once it was done, it would be okay. So I was getting my colour refreshed as it was faded at the end, and I was meant to get a quasi permanent around that time anyways, when the colour was half on, she made my classmate rinse it off and was raging, and I was raging, sorry. My hair doesn't look too bad, but there's faded patches in it, but I'll do it myself to fix it. I was actually proper raging, I was. He said, okay, well, a bit much being, he basically said, well, it sounds a bit much of being that bad about me colouring my hair. Basically didn't sound like a big deal, like it wasn't a big deal to me colouring my hair. I'm just saying it's so hard. So I'm just saying I'm so sorry I had to go through that today. So yeah. Basically a dramatic time at the moment. I was raging, but now I'm looking I'm just laughing because I was dramatic. And well, I'm not dramatic, come on now. So yes, long story short, my friend Courtney fixed it. I got my colour refreshed at the end of the day. It was nice and red and beautiful hair for the night out. I have some pictures here posted of my hair on that night out. So yeah, it all got sorted in the end. It was basically, I think the way I was so dramatic is because I had a crap year and I had a lot of pressure because I just felt like I would never get settled, stuff like that, I would never get settled down. I was getting on a bit, well, it wasn't old, but I was like too old to be single. I felt like that because I had, well, still don't have any kids, but I wasn't married back then, wasn't even with anyone, didn't have my own house, but now I have that, so I'm so grateful to God for everything he's blessed me with and my husband. But back then it was just a mess. So, but yeah, I could look back on it and just laugh. That's pretty much how I can. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this crazy story time. This bit silly, a bit dramatic. And I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous. God bless. Bye.